and welcome to another insightful episode of the Tax Talk. I'm your host, Oyinlola Saleh, and I'm excited to guide you through this informative journey into the world of tax administration. In today's episode, we have a lineup activity that's bound to educate, engage, and empower you on tax administration in Lagos State. So let's jump right in as we kick off with the latest in business news.
We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
This is business news. The Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has commissioned the fourth flyover constructed along the Lagos Rail Mass Transit Red Line corridor, signifying the near completion of the 37-kilometer rail network connecting Lagos and Ogun State. Ikeja Flyover, the largest overpass component of the Red Line project, was inaugurated by Chairman of Nigeria Governors Forum and Kwara State Governor, Malam Abdulrahman Abdulrazak, on the invitation of his Lagos counterpart. Mr. Sanwo-Olu said the completion of ancillary infrastructure of the rail line was a forerunner to the commencement of the passenger operations of the metro line, which he said will be commissioned by President Bola Tinubu in the first quarter of next year. The delivery of the overpass bridges, the governor said, indicated his government's commitment to safety of Lagosians, pointing out that the bridges had permanently resolved fatal accidents occasioned by collisions at railway crossings. The project undertaken by Lagos Metropolitan Area Transport Authority, Lamata, is one of the T-shaped overpasses planned along 10 level crossings along the rail alignment to eliminate pedestrian and vehicular interference on the tracks. The flyover significantly reduced the risk of accident and collisions between trains and vehicles. The Ikeja overpass also resolved vehicular congestion and delays, hindering free movement in the vicinity. The rail line project, which fully began during Mr. Sanwo-Olu's first term, is expected to move more than 500,000 passengers daily when it becomes operational. It stretches from Agbado to Onyigbo, with 8 stations at Agbado, Iju, Agege, Ikeja, Oshodi, Mushin, Yaba, and terminates at Onyigbo. The Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has said that the tax revenue accruing to the state government is facing slow growth amidst constraints in tax laws. He noted that the state could widen its tax base and enhance efficiency in the collection mechanism, whereas it's yet to fully optimize its tax potential. The governor disclosed this when he received members of the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms led by its chairman, Mr. Taiwo Yedele, at the State House, Marina. The visit was part of the extended consultations with subnational stakeholders to develop a viable tax administration framework for the country. Mr. Sanwo-Olu noted that the state can do a lot from the revenue generation standpoint, more importantly, from the effective generation and utilization of tax. Mr. Sanwo-Olu said, quote, "During our bilateral meetings in preparation to present next year's budget, we pulled numbers up to 7 trillion naira based on our needs, but we are constricted by only the amount of revenue we can generate and peg the value at 2.2 trillion naira. In the meantime, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has launched a 750 million naira intervention for market men and women called Lagos Market Trader Money. He announced this at the inauguration of a middle-level fresh food hub in Idioro, Mushin, as part of the 5-year food system transformation agenda to ensure food security in the state. According to a post on his X handle on Sunday, Mr. Sanwo-Olu said the first phase of the Lagos Market Trader Money will provide 50,000 business grant to 15,000 traders across the state 57 local councils. According to Mr. Sanwo-Olu, the inauguration of the fresh food agro market in Mushin aligns with the vision of the government for a coordinated food security network. He said the government's roadmap prioritizes boosting food production, processing, and marketing. He said the fresh food hub will be replicated in Agege, Aja, and Abule Ado areas of the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu said that the Central Food Processing Hub in Kitwe Renyu in Ekpe Council area will be ready for inauguration next year. And that's it on Business News.
you make a start shortless business? They give am 150K to my friends. Let's do this. Taxes? I didn't even think about this. So I'll have to pay tax to build a house in Lagos. Maybe I should take a remote job. That way, I can avoid taxes. But wait, bloggers and content creators pay taxes too. So tax officials in Lagos monitor digital space for tax payment. Wait, why don't I start importing and exporting of phones and gadgets? Bro, how far now?
Femo, how far?
Bro, I won't join the business where they do.
Oh, small. You just need money. I hope you have your tax clearance certificate.
Tax? Are you kidding me?
Without it, shishi, you no fit do. You have to visit the nearest tax office.
I can't believe it. There's no way out of this. I have to face my tax obligations if I want to start a life in Lagos.
Dear Lagosians, your taxes enable the government to invest in education, healthcare, security, housing, and many more. By continuing to pay your taxes, you are investing in a brighter future for all. This message is brought to you by the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS.
Thank you for staying connected to the Tax Talk. The economic impact of taxes in Lagos State isn't limited to its domestic sphere. The revenue generated from taxes contributes significantly to the state's development initiatives, ranging from infrastructure projects to social welfare programs, amongst others. The big story now.
This is the big story. Lagos State, a bustling metropolis with over 20 million people, stands as a beacon of economic prowess on the African continent. Its towering skyline and expansive cityscape reflect not just its current growth, but also its immense potential. However, with ambition on such a grand scale, the need for substantial revenue becomes paramount. Having weathered phases of growth and transformation, Lagos is now poised to become the next smart city in the near future. But the question arises, how does this dynamic city finance its ambitious capital project? With great power comes great responsibility. Lagos grapples with numerous challenges, from rapid urbanization to traffic congestion and environmental issues. As the city evolves, so do the demands on its infrastructure. To tackle the challenges of urbanization and meet the increasing demands for infrastructure, Lagos State has made remarkable strides in capital project development. This progress is made possible by the diligent revenue generation efforts of the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, commonly known as LIRS.
Taxes is responsible for over 90% of the revenue generated, particularly personal income tax. And with that, the collection from taxes, the government have been able to implement a whole lot of projects and developmental programs in the state. So tax has been very instrumental in this fiscal year, because without the revenue from taxes, most of the projects will not be easily implemented. So tax has played very significant role in the achievement of the team agenda.
Lagos State, a city in constant evolution, is propelled forward by the meticulous plan for capital project development. These initiatives are not just about construction. They are about elevating the city's infrastructure and ensuring a higher quality of life for its residents. The efficiency of Lagos State tax collection system is the key to the government's successful increased revenue and creating a substantial impact on the state development. This surge in revenue isn't just about numbers. It's about transforming the city, providing better services, and ultimately enriching the lives of the people who call Lagos home.
Aside from that, tax payment is our road. Tax payment is our health. Tax payment is our schools. Tax payment is our security of lives and property. So it is something that the government use to actually cater or implement this that we have mentioned.
Like the blue light trail that the government have just recently launched, and then it's extending it again, and then the red line and the yellow. All these things are from taxpayers' money, which the government is judiciously using to make life better for them. What about our waterways? So that this government, the government of Mr. Olusola Babajide Sanwo-Olu is currently embarking. We have many development projects. All these things, all the fund came from taxation and revenue. So the people should not see it as burdensome. They should see it as a way of bettering their life, the quality of life.
Lagos State is carving a path of sustainable growth driven by an unwavering commitment to revenue generation and capital project development. From the expansion of road networks to the development of state of the art rail infrastructure, Lagos State is making significant strides, deploying its IGR to enhance the lives of its residents. As Lagos continues to innovate and invest in both its people and infrastructure, the future of this economic powerhouse looks brighter than ever.
2052, we expect that Lagos will be Africa's model mega city and global economic hub that will be productive and would have continuous development. So that's the basic reason why tax is very, very important for the development of the city. We're looking at infrastructural development. We're looking at unlocking the potential of gas. We're looking at energy. We're looking at complementing what we have from the national grid. We cannot compare the infrastructure we have in Lagos City to other states, but we're looking beyond what we actually have on ground. We're also looking at the fourth mainland bridge because of the population that keeps on rising. We're looking at expanding the housing that we have on ground so that it can accommodate Lagosians. We're looking at not just the infrastructural developments, which we know will support a thriving economy. We're looking at our transit and port services. These are services that with tax we can improve on what we have on ground. The importance of taxes is for us to have a human-centric city, a city that is focused on housing, that is focused on health, that is focused on social development, that is focused on education.
Capital projects are more than just construction. They are transformative forces reshaping lives and drawing investment to the state. The government's strategic investment in infrastructure have not only fostered a conducive business environment, but have also attracted a surge of investors, propelling economic growth across the state. One of the key milestones in this infrastructural transformation is the innovative Lagos Light Rail System and the newly commissioned Yaba Overpass Bridge to revolutionize transportation and connectivity.
When you talk of traffic, transportation and traffic management, you can see that a lot of constructions are going on, and a lot of waterways have been opened, so that people can travel from this Falomo to Badagry within 1 hour. If you go by on water, if you go by road, it could take you up to 2-3 hours. You get there faster on water than you would do on road. The light rail, the blue line that recently was commissioned, a lot of people are enjoying it now, and then it's going to be extended, and then the red lane is going to be done, and Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu has promised that before the end of his administration, he will complete most of the lane and line on the rail. So and all these things are financed with funds from taxation.
Lagos is not just about making money, it's about investing in the future. The state has embraced green initiatives, ensuring that progress doesn't come at the cost of the environment. These developments not only contribute to a healthier ecosystem, but also enhance the overall quality of life for Lagos residents. Lagos isn't just developing economically, it's growing sustainably. These efforts have not only boosted the economy, but also have positively impacted the lives of residents of Lagos.
Lagos State it's about the safest state in the nation right now. Lagos State is a landmass of 3,577 square kilometer. Out of that 3,577 square kilometer, 40% water, and then that represents 0.38% of the total landmass of Nigeria. And Lagos State has a population of over 25 million, which is over 10% of the total population of Nigeria. And with the recent pronouncement that Abuja should be treated as the 37th state. So out of 37 states, the smallest state is accommodating over 10% of the total population. So, and all these things are done with taxpayers' money.
Lagos, a city unlike any other, owes its prominence to a strategic location that makes it the heartbeat of Nigeria. Known as the country's center of trade and the financial hub of West Africa,
one of the pillars in the team is making Lagos a 21st century economy. That one which encourages revenue generation so that we will be able to finance all other pillars within the team agenda.
Lagos State has embraced innovation to enhance revenue collection and management, fueling the state development and commitment to creating an environment where both the city and its people can thrive.
I want to thank the chairman LRS. He's doing very well. From the monitoring we do in finance, which we continue to do, we can see that there have been significant improvements in revenue from PIT and the informal sector in recent time. Kudos to him and his team.
Lagos, not just an economic powerhouse, but a city that has truly uplifted the lives of its residents. It is a living testament to the impact of effective revenue generation and capital project development. As the sun sets over Lagos, it symbolizes not just the end of another day, but the continuation of a remarkable journey, a journey that showcases the potential of a region when vision, commitment, and action come together. Lagos, where effective governance becomes a blueprint for transformation, setting the stage for a brighter and more prosperous future.
I will make a start shortlist business. They give them 150K to my friends. Let's do this. Taxes? I didn't even think about this. So I'll have to pay tax to build a house in Lagos. Maybe I should take a remote job. That way, I can avoid taxes. But wait, bloggers and content creators pay taxes too. So tax officials in Lagos monitor digital space for tax payment. Wait, why don't I start importing and exporting of phones and gadgets? Bro, how far now?
Femo, how far?
Bro, I won't join the business where they do.
Oh, small. You just need money. I hope you have your tax clearance certificate.
Tax? Are you kidding me?
Without it, shishi, you not fit do. You have to visit the nearest tax office.
I can't believe it. There's no way out of this. I have to face my tax obligations if I want to start a life in Lagos.
Dear Lagosians, your taxes enable the government to invest in education, healthcare, security, housing, and many more. By continuing to pay your taxes, you are investing in a brighter future for all. This message is brought to you by the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS.
You're still tuned to the Tax Talk. Taxes are at the heart of economic decisions, and that's why it's important to follow through as we continue to bring you the latest updates, trends, and analysis for your empowerment. Let's take a break and we will be right back.
Bridges are an essential part of the Lagos Rail Mass Transit, the Red Line project, to ensure, as we said already, the safety of the people of Lagos. Today I can confirm that 3 out of the 4 remaining bridges are completed and they will be commissioned one after the other, following this one.
You have seen that various parts of the city is currently receiving attention. You are seeing attention on the Ikorodu-Oshodi Road. You are seeing attention on Abeokuta Motor Road. You are seeing attention on even the ones going to Otta, the Lekki-Epe Express Road, Abacha to CMS. You have seen extensive attention on the Lagos-Badagry Express Road. These are all major arteries in which we'll continue to give adequate attention. The blue and the red alone. It's my pleasure to announce that 2 additional rail lines will also, because we've done extensive visibility and viability studies. The green line is a 68-kilometer rail route from Marina all the way to the Lekki Free Trade Zone. The purple line is a 60-kilometer length all the way from Redemption Cap in Ogun State to Ojo Majority in Lagos West region. And of course, we also want to do the orange line. The orange line will take off from Ikorodu, outskirts of Ikorodu. It will take away all from Agbowa. It will move all the way to Ikeja.
That wraps up another enlightening episode of the Tax Talk. We hope you found the moments insightful and thought-provoking. Remember, understanding taxes and tax administration is essential in today's complex world. Thank you for being part of the Tax Talk today. I am Oyinlola Sale. See you next week on this same station.